Hello, my name is Garrett Wade, and this is presentation 4 on sustainable water resources. My general purpose is to persuade, and my specific purpose is to persuade my audience that New Mexicans need to look into sustainable water resources. Hello, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Garrett Wade. Today, I will be talking to you about the importance of sustainable water resources for New Mexicans and why making the switch is important for our present times and our future. During my speech, I will speak about 1. The importance water holds to the state of New Mexico, 2. The impact of having usable and reliable water in New Mexico, and 3. Why this should be held on a national level. New Mexico has been in a drought for as long as most of us can remember. Growing up, this has always been one of the most common topics discussed in everyday conversation. Hearing people say, "God, I hope it rains," or "pray for rain," is something I hear all the time, but I have never looked into the kind of drought New Mexico has been in until recently. After doing some research, I stumbled upon a page called drought.gov, a website giving drought information on your state of choice. According to this website, New Mexico has 2,060,000 residents in the drought. The website goes on to state that this is 100% of New Mexico's population. Continuing my research, I had found that the website also states that the U.S. Drought Monitor started in 2000. Since 2000, the longest duration of drought in New Mexico lasted 329 weeks, beginning on May 1st, 2001, and ending on August 14th, 2007. This is the most intense period of drought occurred. The most intense period of drought occurred the week of June 21st, 2011, where D4 affected 49.09% of New Mexico's land. So for my visual, I just wanted to hold up the chart that I had just gotten from this website. It goes all the way from 2001 to 2019, showing 0% to 100%. And as I mentioned before, D4 is obviously the worst drought that New Mexico experienced. So you'll see the brown color for D4 represented here, and the yellow color, meaning less severe, is represented in the graph as well. This is an important issue for our state to tackle due to New Mexico's well-known farming and agricultural industries. The New Mexico Department of Agriculture mentions that we supply 85% of the nation's onions during the month of June, and that our most famous export is obviously chili peppers. Without an adequate supply of water to nourish our crops and the change needed to support the farming industries of our state, we will be in an even larger crisis. Now that I've covered the importance of water for our state, I will be discussing the importance of water for New Mexicans. Clean, reliable water is necessary for New Mexicans. This does not only pertain to drinking water, it's how New Mexicans use it to survive. Business Insider had the opportunity to interview Cassidy Johnson, a New Mexico rancher, about financial loss and the struggle of not having reliable water supplies. Johnson states, "Most of us have drinking water, but all the drinking water in the world doesn't change anything if your cattle don't have anything to eat. We count on rain. We count on rain for everything." In New Mexico, industry and agriculture are using up almost 80% of surface and groundwater every year. As most of New Mexicans have drinking water they can count on, some New Mexicans, specifically Native Americans, do not have running water or safe drinking water. 40% of Native Americans living on reservations in New Mexico still have to haul their own water, even to their outhouses. Most even worry about the safety of their drinking water. As one of the 50 states of this great country, it is important for us to find a way to provide all New Mexicans with adequate drinking and running water. Lastly, I'll be talking about why this should be held on a national level. As most of us know about the effects of lacking clean water in places like Flint, Michigan, we understand that this is an issue that is trying to be resolved all over the country. We have seen the struggle and desperation from not only those that call New Mexico home, but from our fellow citizens experiencing the same problem. As citizens and human beings, it is time for us to make a call for action not only from our nation's leaders, but from our state and local leaders as well. If we can make this change for the betterment of our community, we have the opportunity to see better change in our communities, our state, and country. Yes, this will be a rigorous process. One step will be taken at a time, but it is every human's fundamental right to have access to basic needs like clean water. In conclusion, water is sacred but scarce resource. The need for clean, reliable sources of water is a problem that needs attention from our government officials and lawmakers. Water is a way of life for the state of New Mexico and a need for New Mexicans all over. The time for action is now. Thank you very much.